Well, good evening from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island. Very happy you're able to join us here on this holiday Monday. My name is Mark Rooney for High Button Sports. As we are home away from home, the Western Wolves often playing their home games in the Wellington Evangeline area in Western PEI, but this evening they will be here in beautiful Cornwall, Prince Edward Island. And of course, opposing them tonight is their island foes and the Eastern Stars. This is game 40 on the regular season for both teams. This is the last game in the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League. This is the last regular season game for a number of these players. 6 on the Stars and I believe 8 on the Wolves. Everybody's going to want to win this one. They had an excellent game the other night, Saturday, at Simmons Sports Center, where the Wolves score wouldn't quite dictate how that went. The Stars pulling out an 8-5 win, but with 2 empty net goals late in the game. Excellent game. Lots of offense, lots of defense. Goaltenders played well. Tonight's starting goaltenders for the Eastern Stars, playing in her last regular season game, is number 1, Grace Dunn. And 200 feet from her is for the Wolves, number 35, Alexa Aiken. Dunn comes in with a 3.11 goals against average. And we'll get you Aikens here in just a moment as we are underway with the 40th and final game of the regular season. Puck back down in Wolves zone. Aiken comes in with a 3.54 goals against. Held in by Raina Fitzpatrick, pushed over to Bradley, now bumped out by the Wolves as they approach the neutral zone. All down, and there will be a penalty. Thomas taken down, and this is our first and very early power play into period number 1 of game number 40. And it looks like the aforementioned Raina Fitzpatrick will indeed sit for a maximum of 2 minutes, and the Wolves will take their power play and see what they can do. They're scoring at a 13% rate, and the Stars are killing at an 85% rate. Well, that adds up to 100 in my math. We'll see how things turn out over the next minute, and we'll say 55 seconds. Stars able to chip that out early. Back for it, McPherson. Played a strong game the other night. Brooke McGuigan back in the lineup for the Wolves. She was absent the other night, Saturday. McGuigan will be, in fact, back for it. She'll go behind her own goal, behind Aiken. Gets it up to McPherson, tries the back pass. McGuigan may be expecting something different there, and Caden's player trying to make something happen. Short-handed for the Stars. Into the corner to the right of Aiken. Big penalty kill effort from Caden's player, taking all sorts of time off the clock. Valuable. Great effort by the Stars' Caden's player. Expect nothing less. Strong lead pass onto the stick of Duncan. Turned over at the blue line. Wolves able to keep that in, pushing it deep. Now it's going to be side of the goal. Back to Thomas. She'll drop it back to the D. Try to get it into Thomas along the half wall. Thomas digging for it. Ellie Mullins there to the point and not out. Callie McNeil, she'll go side. Here's a shot. Blocked by Mullins. 36 seconds remains in our penalty to Raina McNeil for tripping. And the Stars successfully clean that up out of their own zone. All the way back, Alexa Aiken settles that for McNeil. She starts out. Backhands that ahead. Thomas able to chip that forward now. These two are getting ready, these two teams, of course, to meet in the playoffs. On Islander Day here in Prince Edward Island, lots of island action all the way through. Knocked away was McPherson's attempt. Tried to backhand that in front. Now that's on the stick of Duncan. One of the top rookies in the league this year. And can it be kept in? It is, just at the point. It redirect off the skate of player. Black Ear's shot didn't get all the way through. Now there's a centering pass picked up by the Stars. They'll go around their goal. Turn back and look the other way will Braylon Walker. She's harassed by Hallie Murray. Can't get it out. Wolves able to keep the puck in Stars territory. Now a long lead pass. This is going to go for icing. No, it won't. As McGuigan with a nice effort. Aiken the first to touch it. Carly McGuigan, a nice job there to get all the way down. Wolves now looking to get that through. And the forechecking of Bella Ray Matheson puts an end to that attempt. Comes in front and now it's cleaned up. And it'll force the Stars back. Maya Larkin chipped over to McKenzie. Collision in front of the Wolves bench. Everybody down in close now. Aiken followed that puck beautifully in there. And she stoned Bella Ray Matheson for the game's best scoring opportunity. Steady play by Aiken in the goal. Now that long pass picked up by Myers. She'll dump that in and go for a change. 4-minute mark of period number 1 in game 40 is approaching. It's 0-0. Through neutral ice, Bella Fitzpatrick chips it forward. Now the Stars with Raina Fitzpatrick coming down. Tight shot. Rebound is there. Get through Aiken somehow. Initial stop made off of Raina Fitzpatrick. The rebound was there. And it looks like assistant captain Emily Lutley is going to be credited with that goal. And the Stars will take a 1-goal advantage. First goal of the game going to Emily Lutley. Excellent first stop by Aiken. Needed a little more support defensively to clean up the rebound. And Lutley was able to make no mistake about it. And the Stars will chip ahead 1-0. That is Lutley's 24th goal of the season, 48th point. Done with the stop in the goal. Shots are 5-3 early in favor of the Stars, and of course the only stat that matters is that 1-goal lead at the moment. Lutley stands third on her team in points. Puck drop to the right of Dunn. McNeil battles for it. It squirts out, and out comes Braylon Walker. Walker will take that. She tries to make a nice move. She does. McPherson gets back with a body on her. Kept in looking for the tip. Oh, that was Caitlin McGinnis all alone in front trying to do a redirect. Nice blocker save from Aiken. Pushes that right back out and starts the charge up front. Thomas has got help. Tied up was McNeil on the way through. She tried to hit her. And now a nice stick move by player to get that through. Coming back the other way is Pino onside. Pino is going to dump and chase it. Grace is around. Grace Dunn's around. Can't get a handle on it. Thomas tried the centering pass. Pino tries the centering pass. Now player starts out. You got Pino on top of her. Blackyear keeps it in at the blue line. Now's a chance. That's McGuigan all alone. I believe the net is off. And it is off, I can guarantee you that. Referee now will blow that dead. 14:21 to go here in the period. Good action on both ends of the ice. Stars out shooting the Wolves 6-3. We'll try to get to the official in-rink scoreboard as often as we can. Puck drop to the left of Aiken. Battling for it there for the Stars is McKenzie, and out the other way is Webster. Webster's got help with Stevenson. Stevenson takes a long shot. That'll miss the goal. Great crowd on hand tonight. As I mentioned, this is a rare treat. The Wolves playing in Cornwall. They often play approximately an hour away in Evangeline. We'll get back to that in a moment. Mills shot. Nice kick save. The rebound's there. Another one from Dunn. Two nice leg saves from Dunn. Battle for it is Miley Stevenson. She'll come away with the puck, centered it. And that hit the side of the net. Cross ice pass, Mullins hits Fitzpatrick. Doesn't get it cleanly, however, and back the other way is Lutley. Lutley's got McAdam on top of her. Lutley with some speed, chips it ahead. Mullins gets that through and past Richards. It'll go the length of the ice. No icing. Richards back for it with McPherson. Now Lutley can't get a handle on it. Come the other way is Thomas. Caden Thomas hits the blue line, gets it partially in. Stopped and held up there by Bradley. Along the near wall, and it goes back the other way. Mullins giving chase. That's Pino will get it deep. And in for it is Callie McNeil. Yes, an absolutely excellent crowd here this evening in Cornwall. Lots of young athletes. Some young female hockey teams are here representing in their jersey. And, of course, a big day on the Olympic front for Team Canada. Murray could have had a break. She left the puck behind her a little bit, but it's kept in. And the other way, Walker feeds Player. Player will swing that wide. Back forward is Duncan. Neutral zone battle for it. Murray pushes that ahead. She'll give chase. Back forward is Citrome for the Stars. 8 minutes played here in the period. 1-0 Eastern Stars. Long pass collected by McKenzie. And a smart play by Brooke McGuigan to get that puck out and all the way down as the Wolves make some changes. Now it's Matheson. Cross ice, couldn't find McKenzie. Hard shot, scores! From the point, a long, hard shot. Evades Aiken. Probably screened on that one. And that is going to be Macy Citrome with her 7th on the season. And the Stars double their lead to 2. Thomas, hard work along the near boards. Following up there, McAdam and Thomas doing some yeoman's work in the Stars zone. However, the Stars break it out. Mullins all the way down to the other end. Battle for it in front and picked up by McNeil. She'll take it to the red line and she'll go deep with it. Full line change for the Wolves. Kept in Blackier, lost it. And it'll go across ice to Mullins. An excellent stick check. Back the other way is Pino trying to break down the short side. And a glove save from number 1, Grace Dunn. League standings while we have a moment here. Again, this is game 40, as you can see. Last game of the regular season for the league. And the Stars with a chance with a win to go back over Cape Breton. Leapfrog, so there's some meaning in this game for them. The Wolves will not catch the Stars. Player now with a slash or a hook on her, and the Wolves will have a delayed penalty. So the Wolves will sit for a maximum of 2. Shots are even at 7. I'll go back to those standings just for a moment while we have a moment. So the Stars can get to 5th place with the win and the points today. They're making a good start of it with a 2-goal lead and a power play now. Aiken with a shot. It's in front. Loose. Scramble for it. And now there will be a penalty coming back the way for a slash on the stick. And some body work there in the corner as well. We'll see if more comes from it. Definitely the referees caught the slash. And I believe that will be it. So the initial call a moment ago was Stevenson for hooking. And this will now be, we'll wait for the game sheet to update and I'll get you that. Served by unknown. Okay, that's Lutley. There we go. That's better. So, just a little aggressive with the stick work was Lutley, and now we've got 4-on-4 action for a minute and a half. 1:30 left in the penalty to Stevenson. And then the Stars will go full power play. Kept in, a block, and we've got a one-on-one now. Raina Fitzpatrick going against the Wolves D. Tries to slip through. Excellent job there defending. I believe that was McPherson. Kick that through soccer style. She'll try to go forward with it. She does. Along the wall, but that's knocked down by Mullins. Fitzpatrick Mullins will change. This is Mills on her own. Unsurprisingly, 1-on-4. She lost that battle, but back the other way is Player. Chased down by Murray. Player with work, trying to slip through. Picked up now by McAdam for the Wolves. Ahead to Murray. She hits the red line, chips that forward, run into, and there'll be another penalty coming the way of the Stars. Whether that's head contact, interference. This will go to Bellary Matheson, and now the Wolves will work with a player advantage. And given 30 more seconds, they'll go 5-on-3. Stars with the face-off win and control, and they'll get it down to Alexa Aiken at the other end of the ice. Blackyer all the way around in front. There's a great chance. Murray couldn't quite get enough lumber on that one. Excellent setup by Stevenson. Able to be kept in. Now Blackyer goes wide, avoids the stick. Heavy shot. Grace Dunn with the glove. Interference was indeed the call on Bellary Matheson of the Stars. Just 4 seconds remaining in the Wolves penalty. That's Stevenson. She'll be on. And then there'll be 23 seconds of 5-on-3 power play for the Wolves, looking to get on the scoreboard here in Game 40, the last of the regular season. Turned over. Callie McNeil. She'll go cross ice. Shot from the point was wide. Tried the wraparound. Dunn's on her backside trying to recover. Mulgigan able to get there. Stars escape that. One penalty down. .30 seconds remaining and the player advantage for the Wolves. Would love to grab one here. Pino takes out her player. Raina Fitzpatrick ties up the puck along the far boards. Waugh able to get that ahead and out for the Wolves. Lutley sends it backwards. Trying a headlong pass. Off the stick of Walker. All the way around is Waugh. She'll stop. Go back the other way. Leaves that for Richards. She'll backhand that around. Waugh will have to chase after it. She's giving chase. And Walker. Picked up by Murray. Back checking. And out come the Wolves with Richards. Chipped ahead. It'll go to center ice and turned over. Back to the Stars. Gidden gets it forward. Again turned over. Back to neutral ice. Murray trying to find her way free, but had 3 Stars in her way. Larkin gets it up to McKenzie. He took a swing at it and missed it. This is Blackyer, chips it through trouble. And a long pass, a stick on it was Webster. Cross ice pass finds McKenzie. She'll release that and head for the bench. 5:30 to go in period number 1. 2-0 Eastern Stars. McPherson spins and redirects that deep. Myers will be back first to it. Giving chase. Hard effort there from Aislinn McAdam. Onside are the Stars. Shot. Mullins. That was blocked nicely. Bouncing rebound. And the Wolves break out. Under 5 to go now. Eight for the Stars in terms of shots, and the Wolves with 10. A couple of nice leg saves by Dunn. She was tested. This may be icing. It is indeed icing. Yeah, an excellent crowd here this evening at the APM Center. We'll try to give you a little indication. Not many empty seats. So the Wolves getting a nice crowd here this evening. Have to be pleased with that. They'd love to grab a W to finish their regular season, of course. And the Stars with something to say about it at the moment. Nice move, player ahead to Walker. Walker will go one-on-one, forced wide by McPherson into the corner. Nice job by the Wolves D. Citrome avoids McPherson. Now her pocket's picked. Murray breaks down the right side. Lots of pursuit by the Stars, however. She'll go back. McPherson releases the shot right on. Stick save to the corner from Grace Dunn. This is Stevenson hard charging. Wigan able to chip that behind her own goal. However, turned over in front. Good defense by the Stars. Inside 3 minutes to go, period number 1. And no icing will be on the call as the Wolves make wholesale changes. Chipped ahead by Fitzpatrick. Back for it will be Callie McNeil. It gets to the Stars blue line and in now. Long pass, Bella Fitzpatrick gets to Lutley. Now across to McGinnis. McGinnis chips it ahead. Turned over now. And the Wolves just trying to get that out. 2 minutes to go. That's sent in, no icing. Back for it is going to be Law for the Wolves. Bella Fitzpatrick with some speed from her deep position. She'll get a shot. It's a hard one over the net. Lots on it from the veteran defenseman. And she pushes that in, and she'll go for a change. Maddie Richards back for it. Duncan now. She'll try to center that and didn't have a teammate in place, unfortunately. And now Murray bumped off the puck. So was Duncan. A bit of a physical game this evening, in fact. Murray and Mullins tied up along the far boards. Duncan McGuigan trying to support each teammate respectively. Inside, a minute to go, 45 seconds. It'll get to the slot, but no further. Citrom able to connect the pass with Mullins, but she lost it. Citrom follows that up, the second goal scorer, and Aiken is going to get a whistle. And that'll get the Wolves a change with 33 seconds to go here in the period. As the officials straighten and secure the net behind Alexa Aiken. We hope everybody had a great holiday today, wherever you may be tuning in from. Hopefully you did have a holiday today. I know some don't and didn't, but to those of you who did, hope you're fresh and rested for Tuesday morning. So 30 seconds, and off we go. Lutley bumped off the puck. Stevenson. She'll go through. Can't get the puck with her, however. 15 seconds on the clock. Wolves charging. And the Stars trying to get that out. Can't do it, however. Now they do. Raina Fitzpatrick crosses the Wolves blue line, knocked off the puck. And that will do it for scoring opportunities in period number 1. Wolves out shooting the Stars 12-9, but it is Eastern Stars 2. And the Western Wolves don't score after 1. Thank you for tuning in for period 1. Don't go away for too long. We'll be back for period number 2 of Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action here on High Button Sports. Back with you on High Button Sports. My name is Mark Rooney here with Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action from the neighboring community of Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, neighboring of Charlottetown. Just 10 minutes west at the APM Center as the Western Wolves hosting the Eastern Stars in both teams' final regular season game. Game number 40. The Wolves will finish in 6th place. Excuse me, 7th place, with the Stars having a chance to make it to 5th place. Chance to leapfrog Cape Breton Lynx this evening, if I have my stats right. Stars on their way with a 2-0 advantage after period number 1. Goals from Lutley and Citrom. Wolves did have some power play opportunity. Wolves able to get that ahead now. That's Mills going to try to chase that down. Back the other way, trying to chase it down is Webster. Not able to get there, and Wolves will be called for icing. League website down at the moment, trying to bring you those stats up again, but we'll wait patiently. Face-off won by the Stars, kept in by Maya Larkin. Again, nice job by Larkin on the right D. Back the other way, trying to center that. Picked up by Walker. Player avoids the forecheck of Murray. And the Wolves will push the Stars backwards. Love to get one early, of course the Wolves would. Heavy shot from Walker. And again, that post may be off. Behind goaltender Alexa Aiken. All the way through. Duncan got a shot. Here's the rebound. Shot right on from Murray. Grace Dunn with a solid save. Wolves out shooting the Stars 13-11 at the moment. That'll settled in on Aiken, and she'll get the glove and the stick down for the whistle. Face-off will be to the right of Alexa Aiken. Won by the Wolves. They'll try to clear it. It'll get to the line, but not out. Citrom pushes it back in. She has the Stars' second goal of the evening. Now McAdam. She'll go one-on-one. McAdam waits for support. McNeil's with her. McNeil picks the drop pass. Gives it back to McAdam. McNeil pushing forward. Taken out there by Matheson, I believe. Trying to get a stick on it was McPherson. And then the Stars regain possession inside their own zone. Now in front, Mullins. Wolves able to clean that up and get it out of harm's way. Citron with another shot. Aiken's going to stand up on that one and blocker that one high. Well, it's just my device that's a little slow loading here, but so I can tell you the Wolves will finish in 7th place with 27 points. And the Stars with a victory will leapfrog the Cape Breton Lynx into 5th place. Currently set at 37, the Lynx have 38. I did see the playoff schedule. Maybe we'll try to get that to you. At least game 1 between these two island rivals. There's a big hit. Some glass rattling noise there. They play on. That's Bella Fitzpatrick moving in from her D spot. And the Wolves now with a bit of a break. Slid through by Webster. Back forward is Bradley. She'll take possession behind her own goal. Turned over for the moment. Lutley will bang in her rack behind. Chasing in after for it now is McGinnis. Floated into neutral ice territory where it's collected by Brooke McGuigan, excuse me. Stars make changes. That gives Brooke McGuigan a bit of time in her own zone. A nice hustle from Larkin to keep that in. Tried to get it to Walker in front, looking for the redirect. Player trying to do the same thing. Good battle along the boards. And a delayed penalty coming against the Wolves. They'll touch the puck. We'll get the stop and play. And the call for cross-check will go against the Wolves. So with 5 minutes and 8 seconds played here in period number 2, the Eastern Stars holding a 2-goal lead. Will take to the power play. And that will be against McGuigan, in fact. Now the Stars with 2 in deep. And nice job, the turn and fire by Maria McPherson. Mentioned earlier, at this time of the year where teams are even starting to think about next season, and the Stars will graduate 6. They had their ceremony last Saturday night. And the Wolves now with a 2-on-1. Trying to make something happen. Goes wide, shot, side of the goal. Excellent job by Thomas to try to make something happen short-handed. Turned over. Oh, Pino was gone, and she gotten through. Now 3 Stars. Lutley trying to find player. McPherson, excuse me, that's Stevenson took out the linesperson in front of the Stars bench. And the other way. Thomas, cross, McPherson. McPherson, shot, leg save. Oh! Excellent rebound attempt by McPherson, who had 2 good whacks at it. Short-handed, the Wolves have looked good on this penalty kill. Pretty good action in the last 45 seconds. Raina Fitzpatrick, she's forced wide. McPherson having herself a dandy shift to Walker. Tied up now, McPherson. Excellent job on this penalty kill. McGinnis turns that into the corner to find Walker. Just 10 seconds remaining on the player advantage. Big shot blocked by Webster at the blue line, and Murray will get that out, and the Wolves have killed the penalty. Long lead pass. Ends up on the doorstep of Alexa Aiken, and she'll get the whistle. So the Wolves, I don't know if I finished my thought or not, will graduate 10. That's quite a turnover on a 20-person roster. Here's some rookie scoring. You notice Kinley Duncan of the Wolves, 25 points, 5th in rookie scoring. And the Stars, Raina Fitzpatrick. That's a shot right on Aiken. So each team with a rookie in the top 5 scoring. That's impressive. That bodes well for the future. Here comes Matheson the other way, off the shin pads, a shot, and that's wide. Strong skating, Walker through center. Nice move on Pino. Aiken will get the stop and the whistle, and then a little extra perhaps. That got the crowd a little bit engaged there. Haven't had a whole lot to cheer about, the home team. Of course, there'll be a lot of Stars fans in the house as well, as this is not a big commute for most of them. Player and McNeil, a little rough face-off. And that's McNeil skating hard out of her own zone. She'll hit the red line. Giving chase is McGinnis. McNeil trying to go end-to-end. McGuigan goes cross ice. Waugh couldn't get a lot on it. Now it's turned over in front of the Stars bench by Walker. Or to Walker, I should say. Oh, that's dangerous in front. Aiken's going to get a stick on that and forces that high into the netting. We'll put those rookie scoring leaders in there again for you. Fitzpatrick, no one's going to catch Annabelle Daniel of the Rockets. Nobody. Fitzpatrick with a very impressive 44 points, however, and from Kinley Duncan, a rookie as well. Ready to go to the right of Aiken. Back to center. Ginden. Nice feed through the center. Finds Mullins. Breaks down the right side. Shot. Went short side. Aiken saw that cleanly. Stared it into the corner with the left leg pad. McGuigan calling for it, and she's got it. She'll break up, try to shovel that forward. Didn't get out, now it does. Mullins will take over for the Stars. Chips that high into the glass. And it will be icing, in fact. A little too much mustard on that one. Speaking of mustard, this facility has some of the best rink fries going, so we'll see if your favorite commentator of the night can grab some in between the first, second, and third periods. Behind the goal, now the Wolves pressing to try to get something happening offensively. Stars with Fitzpatrick coming back. Makes a move at the blue line. Forced there by Richards. Oh, they tried to find forward Mullins in front. And the other way, strong skating from Stevenson. She's first to it. Sorry for the scoreboard in the way. It's in front! Oh, my goodness. Duncan had it right there. First stop, Grace Dunn. Second stop as well. Duncan looked to the heavens to say, oh, how did I miss that? And done with first and second stop there. 17-16 now, shots on goal. Shots are slightly different on the game sheet, however, we'll go with what the rink operator has. Wolves able to get that out. Center and no further. Thomas now. Tries to get through, two Stars, couldn't do it. Forces back Pino. She'll try to chip that ahead, trying to find Thomas on the fly. It goes deep. Larkin back for it first, and it is going to be icing. We'll show you the league leading scorers here, and we've got 3 from the Stars. In fact, Mullins, who's tied for third, but is in third place. And as well, Cadence player and Emily Lutley. 2 of those 3 graduating for the Eastern Stars this season. Back for it, Larkin. Nice move. It's McNeil. And sees Thomas now with a shot. Oh, that hit a leg and it went wide, but those redirected shots can be tricky for goaltenders. In front now. Can't get a handle on it. Boy, that was a good look from Mills. The Wolves are pushing for their first of the evening. Nice stick block there by Dunn to prevent that from sliding out into the crease. Shovel back, and now McGuigan tries to avoid Ellie Mullins, chasing on the forecheck. Waugh will get it for the Wolves. Nice move by Webster to chip that forward. And Miley Stevenson's going to chase after it. That will be icing as well. So not the smoothest, and I'm behind. Speaking of smooth, behind on my score clock. I apologize for that. Just inside the 8-minute mark. Few interruptions in this one. Just the one penalty. 18-16 are the shots in favor of the Wolves. Dunn has made a couple of big ones. Mullins with a back pass through the legs. It's right in on Aiken, and Utley was stoned there. Now Mullins again. Aiken with another save. Raina Fitzpatrick goes back to the point. Kept in. Nice move by Fitzpatrick to create some space. Off the skate of McGuigan. And the Wolves will make 5-for-5 change. We're approaching the 13-minute mark here in period number 2. Lutley turns, gets it to Raina Fitzpatrick. Shot. Another nice block. Aiken with a save. Now Fitzpatrick and Lutley behind the goal. Mullins awaits out front. If the Wolves could have gotten through, they had numbers now. They've got the Stars on a change. Maya Stevenson. She's pressured by Bella Fitzpatrick. And that's Duncan with a hit. Where is the puck? Some confusion behind the goal. Still no whistle. Lots of animation from both benches as the puck lay still and nobody going for it. A nice move there now. Can they stay onside? Pino with a good forward move and had to be careful not to go offside as the teammate was changing. Now here's a long pass. Trying to find player just out of her reach. It's a good battle though. Pino back with it. Player is tied up. And Blackier will bank that out. That's going to land on Dunn, I believe, and she'll get the whistle. If you heard me the other night, I apologize for repeating my story, but Grace Dunn and my own son, my younger son, were born on the same day. Obviously the same age, same year, and both turned out to be very high-quality goaltenders. Imagine that. Both Grace's dad and myself also goaltenders, but one's a little higher quality than the other. I'll let you guess who. Wolves will chase back for it. They've got Walker forechecking. Nice job. Turned around Thomas, not able to get it out. Held in at the Wolves line. Now McAdam in a battle for it. He gets it out. Here's McNeil. McNeil breaking down the right side. Makes a nice move. McNeil trying to finish it. Excellent job by Callie McNeil. Wolves are getting their chances. Just get a sense that something's coming their way. The 15-minute mark of play has just passed, and it's 2-0 still Stars. Both goals scored relatively early in period number 1. Shot scores! There it is! You could just sense that was coming. The Wolves with some big forechecking and some pressure, and they finally solved Grace Dunn. Miley Stevenson nets the Wolves' first goal of the evening, and it's 2-1. Sometimes you just get a sense when tide is turning a little bit. Now Blackyer pushing that forward. Lutley picks that up. And Murray will come back the other way. The second year. Oh, a decent pass. Oh, a great arm save from Dunn. That was a beauty pass. A drop one from Murray. Don't know if she saw that she had Duncan with her or not, but maybe she just expected a collision with Aiken. She's back up. Excellent pass by Murray to Duncan, who got a nice shot away, and a nice save by Dunn. My Larkin takes control in her own zone. She's being pressed by Thomas. McAdam's in there as well. Lutley goes back to Larkin, who's got a long pass in her. Can't hit McKenzie, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. And full icing. First game of this playoff series will be Saturday, February 28th. So the better part of 2 weeks away. Don't have a location set for that yet. But as this is, I'll be honest, I better not say something that I'm unsure of, but the Stars have won the season series thus far. It's Wolves with a win tonight can make it 3-2 over their 5 games. Only going by assumption that the winner of the season series will get the home ice advantage. I could be wrong on that. It's a 2:45 start on Saturday the 28th. That's what the schedule says. Whether or not that's at the Stars home rink or elsewhere, stay tuned. You've got 12 days to prepare for that one. Walker, player, back on side. Walker picks the pocket there. Dipsy doodles around now. She'll swing that around. Fitzpatrick pushes in enough to get to it. It's into the gear of Murray. Now she skates ahead. Chipped it a little too far ahead for herself. Autumn Bradley regroups. And another icing. If you catch the stream of blue jerseys, and there's soon a series of pink coming your way, that is some younger hockey teams here in the arena tonight. And that's a darn good indicator that intermission is almost upon us as they flood for the canteen. Mullins kicks that ahead soccer style. Waugh collects that from her D partner. Stopped up at the blue line now. There's a steal. Raina Fitzpatrick with the pass. Nice job from Blackyer to intercept that one. Murray will get that all the way down, and I think that one will go for icing as well. So just a little heavy. We'll go back the other way in front of Aiken. Nice move shot, crossbar. Wow. Excellent job by Lutley. And that's over the top of the goaltender, and Lutley doesn't need the help of the post that time. Able with a last almost minute goal, Lutley will restore the 2-goal lead. Lutley's second of the game, bringing her goal total now to 25 and 48 points on the season. Can she get that 50 mark? We'll see. There's a third period coming forward. McKenzie will take that in. Picked up by Thomas. She's stopped by McGuigan, excuse me. In front, dangerous. Aiken had to be careful there. That was redirected in front. Now the Stars are pushing forward again as we're inside the last minute of play. Myers can't keep that in at the blue line. She'll go across to Larkin. Pushed there by McAdam. Side of the goal, that slipped through, and I believe the goal is off its post, and there's the whistle. In an attempt to get to that right post, Dunn may have dislodged it. .35 seconds. Shots are 22-21 in favor of the Wolves. Goals are 3-1 in favor of the Stars. And we're ready to go. Puck drop again. 35 seconds remain. Can the Wolves net one here before we have intermission? A good face-off win and a hard race out from Raina Fitzpatrick. Lutley is the hat trick in her future tonight. Turned around by Mullins, back the other way. She has Lutley, can't find her. Nice intercept there by the Wolves. Murray's able to get that out. Dump back in. Pino is there for it. Trying to find Murray. Murray will be first to it. Unfortunately, she's out of time as the charging Mills was in the neighborhood. And good effort by Murray to try to make something happen as the buzzer sounds. So we will leave you after two for a few minutes. Try to elbow my way into that concession stand as the throng of kids find their way to the best rink fries in the area, I'm told. Come on back after you've had your own snack for a third period coming up between the visiting Stars and the Western Wolves. 3-1 Stars. Thanks for joining us again on High Button Sports for Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action. Third period, final period of the regular season. This is game number 40 for both of these teams as they finish off the regular season in the league. Their playoff series will begin on February 28th. That's a Saturday afternoon, 2:45. Stay tuned to the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action for a location. We'll be with you, of course, to carry that, I'm sure. But first, will the Stars win the season series 4-1? Can the Wolves make it a 3-2 season series? 20 minutes to determine that outcome. And here we go. Second period goals by Miley Stevenson to get the Wolves on the board. And just before the period ended, Lutley looking for her third, scores! Emily Lutley. Emily Lutley sent in, and she made it count, as we'll see if the Hats make their way onto the ice, but that is Lutley's third. And the Stars open up a 3-goal lead. Sent through by Bella Fitzpatrick, her second helper of the evening. And statistically, I believe that is Lutley's 50th point of the season. So congratulations to Emily Lutley with the hat trick, getting her up to 26 goals, 24 points, and an even 50. Wolves with a lot of fight in them yet, of course. Back the other way, Webster. She'll take it down the far side, joined by Mills. As I mentioned earlier, great crowd here at the APM Center to watch this final game of the season. And no doubt a foreshadowing of some good crowds coming forward to win the playoffs. Happy Islander Day to all, of course. Hope you're able to have some time off to watch some Olympics, get out and snowshoe or ski. Whatever you needed to do to recharge here in midwinter. Murray tried to slip one through the rebound. Nice job by Hallie Murray, and a stick save by Grace Dunn, playing her final regular season game. Carly McGuigan banks that around, turned around by Larkin, kept in at the line. Richards hit a leg. And McGuigan will be first. She's got help. McGuigan shoots it wide. Puck finds it all the way back to center. Citrome takes possession. Nice forechecking by Maya Stevenson. Now she'll take possession of the puck. Lost it to Mullins on the far side. She'll go behind the goal, trying to find Matheson. That's Duncan in tight. And the arm is up for the official. And there will be a hold, and Mullins knows it. And the Wolves will go on now a much-needed power play as Mullins will sit. Lots of Island action today. The Charlottetown Islanders were in action. They really took it to Cape Breton. Eagles 7-0. Wow, that's a big win at home for the Charlottetown Islanders. And in the U18 Major New Brunswick PEI League, the Charlottetown Island Coastal Knights upended the visiting Kensington Wild 5-4 on home ice. Fitzpatrick sends it deep. Alexa Aiken settles that behind the goal. Leaves that for Richards. Pino. Pino, Now Player. Fixture on the penalty kill. All the way up to Lutley. is working on player of the game honors here this evening with a hat trick. She's taken out. Pino rides her to the ground. No call there. Callie McNeil onside to Mills. Shot away. Stick save. Done close to the 5-hole. Just past McGuigan, and here's McGinnis. Caitlin McGinnis in tight. Aiken follows it all the way in. The net is off, of course. And when possession takes over from the Wolves, they'll get that stoppage of play. Nice job by Alexa Aiken to see that one all the way through. Of course, big brother Rylan, an excellent goaltender in his own right. They're here tonight to watch Alexa, little sister, play. So just a little intermission here as we try to secure those pegs a little bit more. That particular one on the right seems to be Aiken charges hard, as goalies are taught, into the posts. Get there as fast as they can. And that will happen from time to time. Walker pushes it forward. 50 seconds remaining on the player advantage for the Wolves. That's Duncan trying to secure that at center. Walker gets that, and it will be offside. That was McGuigan, who was just a step inside the Wolves' blue line, and reception of that pass knocked it down. So we'll see the face-off. Outside Wolves territory. Trying to kick that ahead was Thomas, but Walker beat her to it. Wigan tried to backhand that in. Unable to do so. Pino goes wide with it, and now we'll have another infraction. This one will be against the Wolves, a head contact. This will be Callie McNeil. Captain Callie is pleading her case with the official. But to no avail, and it is of the 4-minute variety. So that could be an expensive one for the Wolves, as they have 3 to go to make this game knotted at 4. Lutley back out there again. Blackier will skate that out. And upended there, it's Webster. No call on that one. Bella Fitzpatrick now turned over. Stevenson with possession. 4-on-4, some room to skate. Stevenson takes it down the far side as you go back to the point. Richards across to McPherson. Now it's 5-on-4 in favor of the Stars. Point to Richards. Slides that in off the skate. Shovel ahead. Here's a chance. Nice defensive work, maybe by Mullins or Fitzpatrick to get a stick on that. Turned over, here's Mills, all the way in, Mills! Done, got the legs closed in time. Nice burst of speed by Caleb Mills. And the Wolves may need a short-handed one here. Three minutes and change remaining on the penalty to McNeil. So they will be shorthanded for a bit of time. Raina Fitzpatrick turned around by Thomas. Nice job to send that deep. That's Caitlin McGinnis across the blue line. And Wigan tries to pull that around through. Mills trying to catch up with it for the Wolves. It's a corner battle for it. Braylon Walker's in there. And she's got Brooke McGuigan all over her. Kicked ahead. It's in front. And it scores! Mullins. The pass out front found Mullins all alone on the power play. And she was able to find the hole. And that pulls the Stars. I'm behind on a goal. Excuse me. It's now 5-1 Eastern Stars. Ellie Mullins with her 57th point, 27th goal. And that puts the game at 5-1. And it takes one of the 2-minute minor head contacts off the board. Still 2 minutes to kill for the Wolves. And more to the point, they need 4 goals to tie. Centered in front. Nice job of the Wolves to clear that. McAdam pushes that deep. She'll give chase. Larkin tries to hit Mullins on the fly. Swept around by Blackyer. And now Fitzpatrick. Cross ice. Neat pass through neutral ice. Mullins offers it up. Lutley was a hair behind. Lutley back to Larkin. Shot from the point. Alexa Aiken with the save. However, that net was off again. And I expect there'll be a little bit more maintenance, perhaps by the officiating crew, to try to secure that. So February 28th is when the provincial playoff series between these two teams begins. I don't have a location for you yet. 2:45, I have a time. Not sure how we can have a time posted without a location, but anyhow, I'm just telling you what I know. And we'll follow your local social media channels for updates. You've got 12 days to make your plans. Excellent effort by Richards to contain the streaking McKenzie, excuse me. Tied up now in front of the Wolves bench. Great on the penalty kill. Just 9 seconds remaining before Callie McNeil rejoins. No sign of a whistle from the referees. Player will spin at center. She's chased by Stevenson. Player now with some room. Drops it back. Citron. That's through. Nice save. Alexa Aiken turns it into the corner. Close to too many players on the ice. However, the Stars turn back the Wolves, and the Wolves now trying to come back the other way. Getting towards the midway mark of period number 3. Lutley with Thomas all over her. And if you're the Wolves, why wouldn't you be? She's got the hot hand tonight. Here's Mills. Mills will go one-on-one. Can she get the shot away? Back checking. Hard. Braylon Walker took that scoring opportunity away. Now she's going to go the other way. Walker with some speed. Drops it for Lutley. Goes towards the net. Chip there. Wide. Kept in. Offside temporarily. Stars will clear. And Bella Fitzpatrick will get a soft one away. Aiken will get the whistle and the stoppage of play. Inside 11 to go. Stars 5. Wolves out shooting by 2. However, not outscoring. Stevenson and Lutley. Won by Stevenson. Pickpocket though. Mullins never one to give up on a play. And we'll go back the other way. Can't get it through. Stevenson over to Stevenson now. In behind, good battle behind goaltender Grace Dunn. Hoping to get a win in her final outing in regular season play, of course. Ellie Mullins comes back the other way. She scored the 5th goal. Charging hard, poke check, Aiken, nice play. Mullins with a hard charge on the net. Aiken had the stick out and took away that opportunity. McGuigan and McNeil. Comes back, Myers gets that all the way through. Neat job by Aiken to get a leg pad on that. Comes back to Blackyear behind. Over to McGuigan. Up to McAdam. Wolves need to start taking some chances at this point. Pushing the envelope, as they say. There's a shot off the leg of Myers, and it'll go harmlessly wide. However, back to the point. McGuigan with a shot. The wraparound attempt. Good team defense by the Stars to prevent that from slipping through. Collision just outside the blue line. That was so heavy it shuttered the camera a little bit. Play controlled in their own zone by the Stars. They'll get that up to player who sidesteps Murray. That's off the stick of Thomas. And she loses the stick, and I don't think that was... Oh, it's 5-1 now, Stars over the Wolves. However, the Wolves will have themselves the player advantage, and we'll see if they can do something with it. Puck drop will go behind the line. Mills falls on top of it, harassed by Larkin. Mills trying to gain her feet. Thomas is in there too. Now Bella Fitzpatrick will get that right up the gut. It's usually undefended. Safe place to go. So it was Walker for interference. And Pino strides through center. Dumps that deep. Turned over. McNeil valiantly tried to knock this off the stick of Fitzpatrick. Arena, that is. Couldn't do so, and now they're back for it. There's a bit of a turnover. Mullins in there killing the penalty too. Now she's going to try to tie it up and take time off. Ganged up on, and the puck does come free. Quite a battle. And now Duncan to McNeil. In front, center, the puck is loose. Trying to find it is Duncan. Wolves will keep it in. 45 seconds to go in the penalty to Walker. Nice little scramble in front of Dunn there. Another good battle. Might be Gindon who's got that tied up. The referee's going to let them play, as they often do. Now that's Murray. Trying to backhand that around to Duncan. In front, Murray with a chance. Shot, scores! And that gives the Wolves fans something to cheer about. Hallie Murray on the power play with 20 seconds remaining, and it's 5-2. So don't go anywhere. That is Murray's 11th of the season, 24th point. 11th goal, 24th point. And that puts her 1 point behind Kinley Duncan for a team lead. So there's a race there. And 7 minutes even to go. It's 5-2. Chipped out. Stars will have to clear. Mylarkin in possession. Turned over now. Stevenson banks that in. Rink wide for Walker. She tried to get by Pino. No doing there. At least not a clean passage. Stevenson goes around to Thomas. Thomas is met with all sorts of white and green and yellow. Still able to get the shot near the Stars net. And some good forechecking from McAdam. Able to keep that in for the moment. However, Matheson backhands that, forces Richards deep. Overskated by McGuigan. And the Wolves will be back. Time is the... Stars aren't the only enemy right now of the Wolves. Time is as well. We've got under 6 to go. Citrone just content to send the Wolves back and eat some more of that valuable clock. Again, Citrone pushes that in on Alexa Aiken. She'll steer that around. Picked up by McPherson. Kept in and by Citrone again at the point. Trying to get a shot away. Scramble in front. It's picked up. And this is Duncan. She'll get to the red line. Lofts that in. Misses the net. Ginden with a neat move to get that on the opposite side. And Raina Fitzpatrick. Inside 5 to go now as the Stars are pushed back once again. 3-4 checkers in for the Wolves. To the point and not out. Pino able to keep it in for the moment. Now the Wolves trying to catch the Stars on a change. There they are. Duncan's in deep. Joined by Murray. Webster with the pinch. Not able to get it. And a delayed offside the Wolves have cleared. That's Bella Fitzpatrick. Strong skater gets to the red line. Gets it in on Aiken. Stick save all the way back out to center now. Back forward is Stevenson. To Richards. Nice move with the blue line by Webster. But it's taken over by the speedy Walker. Webster not giving up on that play. Lofted high. Another nice job by Webster to keep that in with the glove. Tremendous forechecking here by the Wolves. One side and then the other goes Stevenson. In front, the one-timer! Excellent setup by Miley Stevenson to Kayla Mills, and Dunn was equal to the task. Here's Mills again with the backhand. Looking for some support one more time. Mills can't get it past Dunn. Late push by the Wolves. 3 minutes to go, and we'll be icing. They'll at least get the face-off in Stars territory. They need 3. Not impossible. (30-26). The Wolves have the shots on goal advantage. Face-off finds its way to Fitzpatrick. Forechecking now is McAdam. You got Thomas with her as well for the Wolves. They need 3. Kicked ahead. Nice job there to prevent that from getting deep. That was from Blackyer. Stars send it in deep. They'll send one in and play too high. And that's enough for the moment as the Wolves get pushed back again. Larkin jumps in. She'll center that on Aiken, whose stick redirects that into the mesh. And there's a souvenir. So school tomorrow for everybody after an extended weekend here in Prince Edward Islands. Storm day on Thursday for some school districts. That was took a funny bank. Some school zones, I should say. And Friday, professional development day for teachers and staff. And then today with the Islander Day weekend. So some of these people have had 5 days off. Let's hope they remember their reading and writing and arithmetic. Now there's a battle down the other way. Mullins. Richards got in her way. And the Stars are content to send it deep. And with the 3-goal lead, they can afford to do so. Long pass. Duncan gonna chase after that. In front. Stevenson couldn't get a handle on that. Unable to keep that in. Wolves, and back forward is McGuigan. He'll try the long up pass for McPherson. Taken over by Player. We got Webster all over her. Strong forechecking we've seen from Webster here lately. Walker. One-handing that all the way out. No, turned around by Webster. And we've entered the last minute of play in the last period of the last regular season game in the league. Again, playoffs will start February 28th. Mark your calendar for more battles between the Stars and the Wolves. The Wolves with one more push. And that's past the Wolves defender, and it'll land on Aiken. She'll gently steer that to the corner where it's picked up by McPherson. 16 seconds remaining as the crowd begins to file out. One more icing against the Stars with 8 seconds remaining. So congratulations to the Eastern Stars for the series win. It'll be a 4-1 series win. Could be a 5-2 game win this evening. They will leapfrog the Cape Breton Lynx for 5th place. And the Wolves will finish in 7th place. And special congratulations to Emily Lutley with a hat trick tonight, reaching the 50-point plateau on the season. So final score from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, the APM Center. Eastern Stars 5 is a congratulate Grace Dunn on her final regular season victory. And the Wolves congratulate goaltender Alexa Aiken on another fine effort. 5-2 the final. And we will see you for playoff action in 12 days. Happy Islander Day to all. Thanks again for joining.